Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a gear progression guide for new players, and this is after the musician patch. So without further ado, let's jump right into this video. So this video is basically a gear progression guide on how to level up all your gear as a new player. Now, if some of you may not know, is that the musician patch actually gave away a lot of free gear, but now that all those free gear is gone from the Hanmun store, things are a lot different. Some things are way easier to get, so I'm just going to be breaking down all of that for you. So right now I'm on a alt corrector, and basically I'm going to be going through all the stuff that I'm looking to upgrade so you can have a better understanding of how to do your upgrades, okay? So the first thing I'm going to be talking about is the accessories. The first accessories that you need to focus on is your star-cross accessories. So your necklace, your belt, your gloves, your bracelet, your earring, and your ring, these need to be at a star-cross tier. Okay, so all of these, you will be replacing them by farming certain dungeons. Now, if you need to know where to get your items, I'm just going to be showing you. You're going to be pressing Control and J. So this table basically shows you all the drop table for most of the dungeon in the game. So to get your earring and your ring at Starcross level, you're going to be doing this dungeon, the Grim Nexus Stage 1. Okay, so if you click on the Grim Nexus Stage 1 and scroll over here, you'll see the drop loot on stage 1. Now you need the Starcross ring and the Starcross earring. Okay, so how do you get these? First, you're going to be recruiting for Grim Stage 1 daily, okay? Get some people, do the run, and then when you leave the party, you're going to be doing this again, okay? Now, the reason why I want you to do a daily recruit is because you will get people easier than people actually applying for a multi. If they're applying for multi, you will have to bid. So if they're applying for a multi, you will have to bid. Now you will need at least some gold on you in case you have to bid. Now the reason why I say this is because you don't want to be going into the run and then someone outbids you if you have 1,000 gold on you. So make sure you have at least some gold on you. If you really want your item, you will bid. Don't go over 2k gold, okay? Just try to bid enough just to get your accessories, okay? Now, once you get your accessories, your character will look like this, okay? Now, as you can see, I have the ring and I have the earring. Now, keep in mind, you can solo this dungeon by yourself. Story gear can clear this dungeon, but it will take some time. So if you like to farm by yourself, you can do that option. If you want to recruit a party, you can do that option as well, okay? So the next gear that I will be focusing once my account looks like this is my necklace, gloves, bracelet, and belt. That's a lot, okay? Now you have two different dungeons that give you one, your belt and your bracelet, and you have another dungeon that gives your gloves and your necklace, okay? Now those dungeons are Namdo Shrine. If you go to stage 1, you'll notice that you have the necklace and the gloves. For Altar of the Infinite, you have the belt and the bracelet. Now keep in mind, these accessories can be farmed from stage 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 all the way up, okay? You can solo these dungeons on stage 1. It won't be that easy and it will be time consuming, okay? But it's best to do this in a party. Now you can recruit for a stage 3 run, a stage 4 run if you're having issues with the mechanics, okay? And if you're not fully geared. These accessories are the hardest in the game to farm, so you do have two different ways in order to get them, okay? Now keep in mind, not all of these accessories is for your class. The belt and the gloves works for all classes, but the bracelet and the necklace is class specific drops, okay? Meaning that you can get a gunner, a warlock item on your blade dancer. Now these accessories you won't be using, okay? So what do you do with these accessories? Once you have these accessories and you get the drop, you can salvage them, and when you salvage them, you will get the Starcross essence, okay? Now you don't want to salvage the items that you are using, So you want to salvage something that you're not using, something that isn't for your class or you have two of it. So those are the items that you will be salvaging. Now if you're doing Namdo Shrine, the odds of you getting necklace that isn't for your class is a lot, and the odds of you getting more than one gloves is still a lot. So if you have more than one and items that you're not using, just salvage them to get the Star-Crossed Essence. Now once you have a lot of essence, you're going to be talking to this merchant here in Mushin Tower. Now this merchant is really special because this merchant gives you your items and your weapon. So it basically gives you all the Star-Crossed accessories in the game along with your weapon for free. But it will take some farming, guys, but it's way easier than how it was before. Okay, so you need 20 Star-Crossed essence to get any of the accessories here. Now this is very important to note. You don't need to buy your ring and your earring with the Star-Crossed essence. These drops from Grim Nexus and it's super easy. Don't waste your money on these, okay? Don't waste your tokens on these. So with that being said, we're going to be focusing on the necklace and the gloves right now. So for the necklace and the gloves, you're going to be doing a lot of multi-runs of Namdo Shrine. Now multi-runs means that you're going to be doing the dungeon and then going back in and keep spamming the stage that you're recruiting for. Okay, now what you want to do is when you get enough Star-Crossed essence, you're going to be buying your necklace. Okay, the necklace is the hardest drop, so it's only right that you buy the necklace first. If you get your gloves in the process, then you're done with Namdo Shrine. The next dungeon that you will be looking at is the Altar of the Infinite. Again, you're just going to be doing your multi-runs, either stage 3 or stage 5, whichever stage you can clear. I wouldn't advise you doing this on stage 1. If you got all your items from Namdo Shrine, which is the gloves and the necklace, you will have enough DPS to do stage 5 altar. So just do stage 5 altar. So before I go into anything else, I want to talk about the Star-Crossed accessories real quick. Okay, if you hover over all your accessories, you will notice that your accessories have a empty slot. Now these slots can be filled with some stones that we call the Gillstone, and these stones basically gives you more stats, okay? And it does give you dungeon specific stats, okay? Now the ring and the earring gives you dungeon specific stats for Nickery Hall of Trials, and then the necklace and the gloves give you stat mainly towards Namdo Shrine, and the bracelet and belt gives you stats basically towards Altar of the Infinite, okay? And that is the Gillstone. Now it does give you other stat differently from the stat that is towards the dungeon, okay? So we're going to be looking at these Gillstone real quick. Now these Gillstone, you get them from completing stage 6 of the required dungeons, and also you get them from this lady right here. So when you buy these stones from her, you basically upgrade them to a stage 3. So when you click on them, you can upgrade them, and when you upgrade them, you get these stats on the right hand side of your screen. Okay, so it is RNG, so you can get a bad stat or a good stat. Just get this to a stage 3 or a +3, and then socket it to your ring or earring or the respective accessory that is for. So the next thing that we're going to be discussing is our weapon. Now the weapon is super easy to farm also for new players. You have multiple ways how to obtain your item. So I'm just going to be going over that now. So the first way you can get your weapon is basically you can buy this off the marketplace. But keep in mind it's really expensive to get it off the marketplace, but it is a faster option. So whichever option is available to you. So what you need to do is basically go to the marketplace and search Upsurge. And when you search Upsurge, you will see a list of items. Keep in mind, these items are very class specific. You have to read the heading or the title. This is a staff, this is a staff, this is a bangle. So you have to know what weapon your class uses, okay? So if you hover over your weapon, you will see that I'm currently using a Lin Blade. So I'm going to be looking for a Lin Blade in this section, okay? So another way you can get your weapon is by doing stage 5 Namdo Shrine. There it is. It's in the loot table. So if you don't know what drops at what stage, you can use this game guide to help you. Just do stage 5 and it is a chance to drop, but keep in mind it is a rare drop, okay? You might be lucky, you might not be, Okay, so this drops at stage 5 Namdo Shrine, Altar of the Infinite stage 5, and it also drops at Grim Nexus stage 5, but it is a specific drop and it is a bid drop. Okay, you also have the chance of getting the exceptional upsurge weapon chest, and this is basically the tradable version of a weapon. Now, the other way you can get your weapon, which is more ideal to new players, is by farming the Upsurge Essence. So Upsurge Essence is basically the item that you need to trade to the merchant in order to get your weapon. You need around 20 of these in order to get your weapon. When you have the 20, you can just trade it for your weapon and you boom, you got your weapon instantly. Okay, but these will take some time to get. Now there's a couple ways in the game you can get them. You can get them from doing stage 5. So if you're dual farming your accessories, you can do stage 5 and just do a double farm. So you're farming your accessories and you're farming your weapon materials. Okay, but keep in mind it will be harder. But if you need your weapon, that's the stage that you need to farm to get these. So the bonus dynamic reward chest that you get from doing Namdo Shrine, Altar of the Infinite, they do give you a chest that gives you a chance at some of these. So that's another way you can get your Upsurge Essence. Okay, so yeah, so once you get enough Upsurge Essence, you can then buy your weapon. Now I already have this weapon on my character, I just haven't equipped it as yet. So I went ahead and equipped my weapon. So this is the end game weapon in the game. Now there's a couple things you need to know before you do anything to your weapon. When you get this weapon, you want to make sure it's at the base stage. Now the reason for this is because the weapon that the soul boost gives you, which is the silver steel weapon, it will be easier to upgrade it to Shadow Fury. Okay, so you're gonna try get this to Shadow Fury. Now once you get this to Shadow Fury, you're gonna try and get it to a stage 9. This is gonna be super hard, but over time it will be easy as we get different patches. Now the next soul boost will make this completely easy. So what you need to do is upgrade this while you can. Okay, now once you get this to a Shadow Fury 4, then you're gonna change it to a mystical. Okay, which is a +1 Shadow Fury. Okay, so you're gonna get this to a stage 9 Shadow Fury at +11. Once you get that to a stage 9 +11, once you get that to a stage 9 +11, you can then sacrifice this weapon through the succession tab here, and you will get a Upsurge Blade +11, or the weapon for your class. This will really save you a lot of tokens, money to upgrade. Now the reason why you want a +11 upsurge weapon is that's where the bonus is. Okay, so that is the reason why you don't want to upgrade this. If you go ahead and upgrade this to a +1, you won't be able to use this tab. Okay, so you won't be able to sacrifice this weapon to get a bigger stage. Now it's way cheaper to upgrade this than it is to upgrade this one. Okay, to upgrade this one, you're gonna need a ton load of Upsurge Essence. Okay, so that is the reason why you want to upgrade this to a Shadow Fury +9, a Shadow Fury stage 9 +11. Okay, so now that we talk about the weapon, we're going to talk about the soul shields. So the next item we're going to be talking about is the Porohan soul shields. Now you have two different types of soul shields. You have the legendary one and you have the true Porohan soul shields. Okay, now the true Porohan soul shields is the end game soul shield. The Porohan ones is the second best soul shields in the game. Now the legendary ones drop very often than the true ones, but over time you will be getting the true one, and the true one is the end game. So basically you're going to be doing Chaos Supply Chains multi of stage 5. So you will be replacing your Steel Soul Shields or your Shadow Fury Soul Shields with the Porohan Soul Shields, and over time as you collect the true ones, you will be replacing the Porohan Soul Shields for the true Soul Shield. Now with Soul Shields, you have to set them by either 3, 5, or 8. Okay, so if you hover over your soul shields, you will see the set effect. Okay, so whatever soul shield that you're using, you have to make sure they're set by 3, 5, or 8, with priority given to the soul shield that is the best. Okay, so if you have 3 true Porohan soul shields, you're going to be using those 3 with 5 Porohan soul shields, or whichever other soul shields you have. So while doing Chaos Supply Chain stage 5 multi, you will notice that you're getting pet gems and gem chests. Okay, now if you look at the loot table, you are seeing these items. So when you do get a pentagonal gem, what you're going to do is you're going to be saving them, okay? And once you have 3, you're going to be transmuting them to a better gem, okay? So if you go down to your transmute tab and then you click here, it should say gem. So when you go down to hexagonal, you realize that you need 3 pentagonal to get 1 hexagonal. So if you have 3 of the same color type gem, you can use this to get a better gem. And it's pretty easy to get. So this is something that you will be using to replace the gems that Soul Boost gives you, okay? The gems that the Soul Boost gives you, you can get better gems. So you have to do your chaos supply chains to get better gems, okay? So you will do this for essentially all your gems as you progress, and you'll find yourself getting better gems over time. Now for the pet gems, it's really expensive, so I wouldn't advise trying to transmute any of them. Just keep the Hong Moon versions that you do get, and if you feel like you can replace the ones that are in your, that is on your pet aura. So you can replace the ones that are on your pet aura. There it is. You can replace these. These are the free version that I got from Soul Boost. So with all of that being said, we went through the weapon, the gems, the accessories such as the ring, earring, necklace, bracelet, belt, gloves. Now, the next item we're going to be looking at is, okay guys, so the next thing that I'm going to be focusing on is the soul badge, okay? Now, the soul badge is pretty hard to get, but it's super easy to get, if that makes sense, because you have to do the Serpent's Den raid. Now, you can buy this this item from the Fraction chat. I'm not sure how much they're going for now, but you can buy it. And that's basically the easiest way and the only way that most people got their soul badge, okay? So what you do to get this item is you type in your Fraction chat or your world chat, WTB. So what WTB mean? It means that you want to buy something or you want to sell. So if you want to sell, you see WTS. So I'm going to be writing want to buy Serpent's Den soul badge. And basically somebody will contact you and they will tell you the price, and then they will schedule a day when you can come on the raid and you can buy it. So for the Mystic badge, you can buy this from Fraction, okay? But I'm not sure how much it's selling for because this item is pretty old, because we do have a better version out now, and that version comes from the Shrouded Ajanara dungeon, okay? That is the solo dungeon that you go to in Solok. Now, this dungeon, the only way you can buy it, you can do easy mode, farm the tokens, and then buy it from the merchant, or you can do normal mode, and it has a chance to drop the Dawn Bright Mystic badge chest, or it has a chance to drop the Dawn Bright amulet chest, okay? So if you can't do normal mode, you can just do easy mode and farm the tokens and buy it from the merchant. Now, there is a guide on how to do Shrouded Ajanara on my channel, so you can look for that also. So this is the one that Serpents then drop, and this is the one that Shrouded Ajanara drops, or you can buy this from the merchant, okay? So this is the end game one. I wouldn't advise getting the other one. I would just advise getting the Shrouded Ajanara one. But if it's cheap to get the other one first and you can afford it, you can get it. And then until you get the Dawn Bright, then you just replace, okay? So you can either buy the Silver Steel one or the Shadow Fury one, okay? Now, if you can wait and you want a better version, you can buy the premium one that will have a chance, or I'm not sure, I haven't opened this as yet, but it does give you the legendary amulet, okay? Which will be better for you, but it will take a longer time for you to get it. So this is something that you really need to put your tokens towards if you don't have it already, okay? So once you open them, you will get the Shadow Fury amulet, okay? So I'm just going to equip this. There it is. And the Silver Steel one. Now keep in mind, my Silver Steel is at a Mystic level. Now you do have the base stage, the Heroic stage, which is purple. You do have the Legendary stage at orange, and you have the Mystic stage, okay? So the higher the tier, the better the stats and the damage. So the next items we're going to be looking at is the Soul, the Heart, the Pet, and the Talisman, okay? So these, you actually get tokens from the soul boost to help with leveling these, okay? If you click on one of these items and you see another option that is a token, that token lies in the soul boost tab, okay? So go to your soul boost tab, scroll down, and you will see the items that you need. It's somewhat in there. So let me look. There it is. That's what I need to upgrade my soul. So you're going to make sure you complete this soul boost to get those tokens. Now, all of these items have a soul boost token to level them up. So focus on doing your soul boost and getting these tokens to level up all your accessories that are at the bottom, okay? The next thing that we're going to be talking about is how to get the Oculus accessories. Now, the Oculus accessories are the end game accessories, and these are the accessories that will be coming out over time. Now, in this server, we only have the ring and the earring. Now, you get the ring and the earring from Grim Nexus Stage 5, okay? It has a chance to drop the ring chest, and it has a chance to drop the earring chest. Now, the first boss does have a chance to drop either, and it is a personal drop on the first boss. Now, the last boss has a chance to drop either of them, but it is a bid, so you have to bid. So if you're going to be doing Grim Nexus Stage 5, carry a lot of gold on you, just in case someone wants to outbid you, just so you can get your accessories. So this is where you will get your accessories. Now, these are the only accessories available in this server, but come December, we will be getting the Oculus necklace and gloves, and this will drop from a new dungeon, okay? So when this new dungeon comes out, we will be getting the Star-Crossed necklace and the Star-Crossed gloves at stage 1 from that dungeon. So it will be easier to get the Star-Crossed necklace and gloves, just like what they did with the Grim Nexus Stage 1 Star-Crossed ring, Star-Crossed earring, okay? And by then, the necklace will be a chest. So basically, when you open it, it will be for your class, but that is in December, okay? By December, you should be able to get this, so you shouldn't be worried about that part. That is for new players that are joining in December, okay? So to close out this video, guys, there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that isn't related to getting your gear. Those stuff you have to take care of over time, such as the insignia page, your Gillstone, your Unity tab, your compound tab. There's a lot of stuff in the game, your primers, and how to increase your DPS overall. I'll leave link to those videos in the description or the comment section, so you should check out those videos, okay? Anyways, thank you for watching this video, and goodbye.